Right. Enough Sol. That's enough Sol for anyone, I think. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Penguin Academy for a Team England practice game on their tour of places. I don't know. Representing Team England, we have L Planet and his nobility, or just knobs, because we're all 12-year-olds at heart. And representing crap, I've forgotten. That's not the team name. That's just me saying I've forgotten. It is Team Geordies, right? It's at the top, GBBL. Representing Team Geordies is L Pool Cookie and Vampires, which is kind of an interesting mix, especially if the Vampires brought Frenzy, because L Planet will not be used to playing around Frenzy with nobility, and of course, Hypnogaze turns off Stand Firm and Fend, so this could be fun. Let's see what they've actually brought to the table and how they set up. Once again, I pray to the gods of Blood Bowl. Ugh. What is this setup, man? At least against vampires, it's semi like. I think because someone could, if they wanted to, come down and hypnogaze the blodger and blitz him or whatever. But it's a lot of effort. He's not going to do that. Like, why? Why are we in broken corners? Like, the worst thing was I saw someone copy this on a different team. It's inverted corners or broken corners for no reason, and it's 3 squares back. Someone's going to have to explain this setup to me, or any kind of thinking that makes this setup not just a shit version of an existing setup. Let's see what the vampires do. That's got to be leader, right? Yeah. So is this guy. Oh, press pause. No, I said press pause. Hey, what am I going to say? I need like a pre-prepared announcement that starts with, hey, it doesn't matter if the opponent is bad because they're not on Team England and they didn't ask me to look at their game. So I will do my best. I am only talking about them because I need to tell my community what not to do, and what not to do is set up to lose instantly to a blitz. That's what you should not do. We've actually got a 5 vampire build, so no second blitzer and no frenzy, which does give you an extra reroll. But he's chosen to stack on the blitzer with dodge strip ball rather than a blodger or something. I think I prefer the blodge on the runner. And yeah, so this does not, like, you run the toss, right? As nobility, you won the toss. So you know, if you're kicking, you know on purpose to put the vampires on offense because you know they like being on defense. Which, if you know, like, following this thought along, if you know they like being on defense, then you know they're going to try and quick score. So why haven't you set up wide? As far as the vampires are concerned, why have you set up to get a runner surfed with this frenzy bodyguard if there's a blitz and the kick is too deep? So if there's a blitz and the kick is deep, this vampire's in the bin. If there's a blitz and the kick is short, the knobs just go and, like, catch the ball or whatever. So This is going to be another one of those games. Strap yourself in. Where I'm going to like have to step on my tongue to not talk about one half of the game, but it's going to be massively affecting the other half of the game. Not a single block on the vampire team, by the way. Wastes this chick to hypno him when you don't have block, so and you do have Juggernaut, so he didn't have any skills you care about to hypno anyway. And so because of that, you can't blitz from the right square, which is the one that she's in. So on a push, you push out of the way. You push in down so that they can block back. That like every single part of this block and blitz is wrong. Don't do this, I guess. I can extrapolate very easily, Jim. Against good opponents, most of these games would be losses. And it wouldn't be close. He's got frenzy. He has frenzy. I can say really, really easily. Hang on, let me just check if that's true or not. They would have lost if their opponents were any good at all. Yep, no, I can say it. It works just fine. Still has frenzy. Burnt to reroll. Still has frenzy. Still has frenzy. I've got frenzy. You've got frenzy. I might be losing here a little bit, I'll be honest. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Why on earth would you want to sack the ball or surf the ball when you can just block the other person? I. How am I supposed to talk about this without, like, saying bad things? This is so bad. Sol, you bored? Or still there? As something shiny taken away from us? Would you like to come on and explain why everything that's happening is bad so that I don't have to?
Amy, to make your life easier.
15? Give me 15! What the fuck? That's not a reasonable amount of time to tell someone.
What are you doing, Sol? A plank, maybe.
Just masturbate later. So yeah, this is insane, isn't it? That literally just block here, and then like you can either blitz one dice the ball, or you can just red dice one into red dice, frenzy it off the pitch.
Yeah.
Like because it's completely unsafe. Why do you take frenzy and not notice you can do that when they've got 2 players standing on the sideline?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I feel like surfing was a good idea.
It does feel like surfing the ball is a good idea in most games, yeah. These are little known facts you can only find if you pay Jim like for one-on-one coaching. Surfing the ball, good.
Yeah, safe to say I'd be quite happy with that play, yeah. Not so happy with this play.
Can't believe it. The worst part about it is he rolled a full pow.
Yeah.
Because Blood Bowl is a shit game. And it doesn't care that that's the dumbest thing you could do right now. It's like, hey, have a pow. And I didn't see what happened next, so maybe it's dead as well. Because we play a stupid game for stupid people.
Yeah.
But anyway, don't like. This is the thing, right? L Pool Cookie doesn't have to be good, right? L Pool Cookie can happily just run up the ball and get it surfed or whatever. He's not applied to be on Team England or anything. He didn't ask me to look at his game. So the actual bit I'm pissed about is the Team England player not doing it.
Yeah.
Like, what am I watching? Why do these games exist? Maybe this is some kind of like April Fool's joke. Like just the whole tour, and like 1 week before Euroball, Wolfin will be like, "Ha ha! Here's K-Fool and 7 good players." We've fooled you all. You have done no preparation. Jesus. Just what you want when I'm at like the midnight part of my fucking stream, 7 hours in. This being the game. Just bringing out the worst part of me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bamboozler, isn't it, that one? The funny thing is, as well, is it's better Euroball practice to go for it because, you know, you don't need to surf the ball versus this guy probably, right? And you can go for the higher percentage plays,
Yes.
just 2 dicing and stuff. But
yeah, so that's
like
exactly right.
Yeah.
Like, if that's the excuse, no, fuck off. That's terrible practice. You should not be practicing what to do against someone who lets you surf the ball on turn 1. You should be practicing the right play every turn. Because I'm not going to surf the ball because he's so bad, I'll get to like sack the ball next turn. Like, no, get out of town. Yeah. Practice properly. You never know. Like, a Euroball player might screw this up.
Yeah.
Like, they might miss frenzy. It's really easy to miss, right? They obviously set up like he didn't have frenzy, so they might not realize you have frenzy. And a Euroball player might miss frenzy. You know, the ring might be at a weird angle where you can't read the word.
Yeah.
That happens, right?
Colorblind.
This is your
they've got different colors now, don't they? So.
This is your other best friend, Spoonio. This is L Planet. Suck in. El Spoonio has started a club of people who would just have L at the start of their name.
Very good. El Hadj Juf.
I think
Remember
I'll be
him?
honest with you, he's just being racist to Spanish people.
All right.
See, Saul actually meant 15. What the fuck?
Fucking Saul.
Just literally pausing a cast that's going to go on YouTube while we just wait for Saul to walk the 8 feet across the room. This is how long it takes Saul to like cross his house with his tiny legs.
Yeah, to be fair, 8 feet is pretty far for Saul. He's climbing like that woman at the start of the window thing, cleaner.
Maybe he forgot, like he leant next door the stepladder he uses to get into his streaming chair. Gone to get it.
Oh yeah, he's one letter away from walking, isn't he?
Oh, come on, man.
Let me.
Ah, fuck it. He's just going to miss this part. It's hilarious. Right. Here we go, Spoonio. This is El Plan. I mean, let's be nice and assume this is a misclick. Oh, God. He's here with, like, static. Are you talking to me through the TV like Poltergeist? Fix your fucking microphone.
I just have to do the 3 buttons thing
Yes,
again
do
for
it again.
reasons completely I'm doing it again. Jesus, I had to climb my fucking chair. They're making a documentary on it. They're gonna call it Free Solo. All right, I'll see myself out.
Made no sense. It'd be funny if you'd written it and you could have put a hyphen in there or something. You just said it out loud. Doesn't work.
It works. Jim, it works. Jim, you gotta back me up here, Jim. You gotta defend your buddy.
It works about as well as this surf attempt.
So anyway, let's just talk about what people at home should have done, which is to block this guy, pushing him out of the way, base this guy, and then just casually 1 dice into red dice surf the ball because you have wrestle and they don't have block or whatever. So like they can't take any good result.
You've got a free guy. You can just make it. 1-1.
No, wait, hang on. He's there. I don't think you can you? You can't tag this guy, can you?
He's just pushed him.
Oh wait, you could have done it beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he should have tagged him beforehand. Yeah, it's 1-1. So tag this guy. 1-1 with wrestle. If you get the pushes, they're out. Or they have to just eat the sack next. Have to eat the sack in Chunt's column as well, because Tabletop is sponsored by Chunt's column since 1984. Need Mr. I'm going to ask Mr. Page to like record that for me.
Scott Skulls. Sorry, that's what I remember.
Hang on. That impression of Mr. Page was more insulting than anything I've ever said about him.
You called him bald, and you insisted that everyone thinks he.
Hang on, I didn't call him bald like it was an insult. He is bald. At some point, I would have mentioned that he was bald. It wasn't like, ha ha, you're bald, like pointing at him in the playground.
No, it's not an insult.
He is a bald man.
When you call Mr. Page bald, you are definitely not coming at it from a positive angle.
He is a proud bald man. You leave him alone. It's a sign of high test. You low test autistic rat.
First of all, it's not my fault that I'm so good in spite of my obviously low testosterone.
Just to be clear for those at home, not an insult to autistic people. We're just pretty positive that Saul is autistic. It's just a description of Saul.
But he means it negatively.
I am also neurodivergent, so it's fine.
Every time we're off screen, he calls me little crippy boy, and I keep crying about it. But he doesn't.
I'm holding the card of black people who can use the N-word. It's fine. I think are we surfing this guy?
His best friend's autistic.
Terrible.
It's me, unfortunately.
We are surfing this guy.
No way.
Hey!
Why?
Funny.
Like it's a rush. Because he blocked the wrong one.
It's not just a rush. It's 2 into 1, and
And being
his
trapped and
his stand
surfed.
firm won't work against vampires standing there, so he can just get surfed and the vampire can go back.
Yeah. It's not so easy for that because he's.
I guess you get counter
surfed.
surfed maybe.
Yeah, he's from some miles away now.
I mean, this one's
He's only got
standing.
4 vamps.
This one's
Has
he's
he
got
only
5
got
vamp.
he's
It's a
got
5
five,
vamp
yeah.
build, yeah. But one's about to leave probably.
Yeah, one's done.
Oh, never
one's
mind.
being
Not even a
surfed.
surf. Good job.
No
Wow.
rush required. Perfect.
Yes. What do I know, right? Why would you want to sack the ball and just win? Oh, wait. Surely we're just doing the give the ball to the thrower, pass to him and score play. That's happening, isn't it?
Can we, and this is just a suggestion, can we surf our own vampire?
Yes.
Thinking that we have a chance to push? Because that would be delightful.
I mean, it's got stand firm, so you'd have to hypno it first. Or you could just blitz it for fun.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah, you got to commit all the way to surf your own vampire. You got to
Yeah.
put all the pieces in to do it.
Surely, like, at this point, if you want a quick score, that's the play. Just hand off to a vampire and just throw past to this guy. You left him alone.
I can't figure out why Team England thinks you're just taking the piss and not being very serious or helpful, by the way.
Me? I was just super helpful to people who are not Team England. I just told a lot of people how to not screw that up. Oh God, no! What's happening? Oh God, is he going to stand up there and try to hypno and then dodge through? What? Why are we hypnoing that guy from this square? Oh God. Okay, let's all watch this together and find out. That's definitely happening. That is a thrall to score.
Oh God.
I wish more of my opponents would roll multiple 3+s to score on turn 2. Admittedly, a vamp.
1 dice power.
Easy, bitch.
Nailed it. What do I know again about Blood Bowl? Just 1 dice pow, people. Oh, wait. What's happening? Why are we going backwards? Because we bloodlusted.
Wait. Oh, yeah, we bloodlusted, but...
There seems to be a vampire on the sideline. This doesn't seem like a good plan.
More pointedly, sir, your balls are hanging out. Oh.
We just didn't end his turn. We just took wrestle.
Jesus Christ. Well, that fucking sucks, dick.
You know that you know who could have served a a strength 4 vampire there.
I mean, this is tough because do you surf the strength 4 vampire or do you hit the ball instantly?
I think after seeing
Black
that turn and the first turn, I surf the vampires.
Yes, I agree. 1,000,000%.
Yeah, just because of that. This is what I mean, right? Like, no offense to El Pool Cookie. Like I said, he didn't ask me to look at his game. He's not in Team England. He's a random dude who enjoys a pint on the weekend and, moving silly little figures around. What is the point in this game? Other than for me to know that El Planet shouldn't play Nobility and needs to get better at Blood Bowl.
So is the vamp team isn't Team England, right?
No, the guy who just didn't sack the ball is Team England.
Yeah.
That was the blitz, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, he was trying to surf them both, which I guess I don't hate that much. Oh wait, why have we put an extra assist in?
Make it 3 dice.
Probably to prevent counter surf.
Why have we wasted this player? Why have we followed into the cycle? Why is any of this happening? I'm pretty certain that the vampires are going this way. Like, if I had to bet money on anything,
I mean,
maybe don't put more players against the sideline on the opposite direction the vampires are going.
I would tell you is even if they weren't, they definitely are now. Sorry, I'm away from my mic. Yeah, even if they weren't, they certainly are now.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, I still think that throwing the pass to this guy was better. It's even better now.
You can try hot sauce and rice. That seems like a good four-person meal.
Nope, we're not doing that. This ball is definitely going to be safe, and I will hear no other words about it. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, then. All right, pop quiz chat. Let's see if you've been paying attention. Can you solve the difficult puzzle of how the nobility get 2 dice on the ball here? The ball that's just standing there in the middle of the pitch. How is this practice? It's just silliness.
No, I think when Andy Dabo offers up this turn 3 defense at Eurobowl, you know, his opponent's going to be ecstatic. Wait, is this Team England? Yeah. Dabo's David the traitor. He's Wales now, right?
So, like I said, it doesn't matter that the vampire play is crap, right? It doesn't matter at all. What Team England should be doing is smashing these teams to bits to prove like that they're the best, like absolute dominance. And they've had to rely on luck about like 1 million times so far. Like, they should be absolutely dominating, like, in play, these teams. They should be winning like 3, 4, 5-0. This is so glad I started a YouTube for these things.
Okay. You're not going to believe this amazing play, guys. You can't get this anywhere else. And just like that, we disabled dodge, guys. And then got fucked.
and then nothing happens because you have no other players.
We got absolutely fucked, guys. Dice win again in this stupid fucking game.
Literally just no other players, so you sack the ball. Congrats.
I'm just going to say it. It's not the right square for that ogre.
Yeah, that's correct. It's not.
Right? Like, yeah, like, There are obviously many greater nitpicks, I'm sure, that we can evaluate here, but that's just objectively not the correct square for the ogre right off the bat.
Oh god, I forgot this guy with frenzy. I was genuinely wondering what the balls he was doing, and like I was like, oh, okay, there's a frenzy block, it's fine.
Yeah, the trick is just to run up field away from enough hypno gaze and then just pick it up the next time he sacks you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Gosh, you know where that ogre would be better served?
No.
Elsewhere.
Nowhere better that ogre could be. Nothing he could have done. Diced. Full plow, why not? Kill him. Not even dead, basically a dicing.
If I was team... Oh. It's going to come off mean. So, maybe I shouldn't say it. No, I'm going to say it. If I was Team England and I was losing this game this hard with vampires, this early in, I would remove myself from the listing.
Team England is the nobility.
Yeah, that's why I said they're losing. Vampires are going to take it all day.
This is the problem, right? I asked you guys on because, like, I got nothing to say about this game. I can't say anything because it would just be shitting on people. No one's doing anything right. Like, what? Every single turn, I'd just be pointing out every single thing is wrong.
Isn't that the point of analysis, to be fair?
No.
No, pointing out all the wrong things is not what analysis is
But
for.
also the right things. Like, it's the same wrong things that they've done in the... Just watch the previous videos. Everyone's wrong about everything. Just watch the previous videos. I'd like stuff to be right as well. Like, there needs to be, like, a balance.
Wait. What? Why? Well, thanks for playing, y'all. My advice to Team England would be just get on Blood Bowl 3 online. And
What
play
are you doing, man?
Giving good advice.
Not you. The guy who just did that.
And
I'd like to
Team
point out
England.
again that it, like, just casually added extra blocks instead of just, you know, knocking him to the side and keeping him there. And he just got a full power into stun because Blood Bowl is a terrible game.
Yeah, I would genuinely say that you're, and I mean this from a strictly intended to be helpful perspective. This match isn't worth the salt. Like, the juice ain't worth the squeeze, I think is how they say it. Like, you can just go online and get like 10 of these games, better quality even.
Yes. That's why I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed with myself as much as anything else that I started doing these games expecting something different. You know what I should have done before I decided to do this? I should have gone and watched some of Team England's games just against randos on Fumble. Like, they've all played on Fumble in Super League or whatever. I should have gone and had a look and realized that I should just wait. Like,
even if the quality drop was minor, I mean, the difference here, which I don't think it would be, the difference here would be fairly negligible compared to actually getting in regular practice with your team like 10 times.
Oh, I just meant I would have seen that they weren't good and I wouldn't have done it.
Well,
that's what I mean. Like, I haven't seen a lot of these players play. They're tabletoppers, right? That was part of the appeal for me. I haven't seen, like, all of these names that people talk about in tabletop. Like, they're so good. They're like the kings of tabletop or whatever. And I haven't seen them play because I don't play tabletop. I don't get to go and watch them in person. And I wasn't around 20 years ago when they played on Fumble. The
online format is definitely stronger, for sure.
And I could have just gone and looked at a game, right? I just assumed everyone was telling the truth or knew what they were talking about.
I think the reason you were predisposed to believe that maybe there was like a world of great players out there that you hadn't seen was because K-Fogged represents, you know, like one of the best, if not the best player.
Not just K-Fool. K-Fool came from tabletop. Dio came from tabletop. Davo's a tabletop player. Like PC came from tabletop. Both PC and K-Fool. I hadn't came to Blood Bowl 2 after me. Like they came from Fumble and they were both good players. Other
right.
there's been the odd other player who's come from Fumble and were good players. So I just assumed, and then I joined Fumble like last year. I joined Fumble. Malme is a player that I'd heard the name of, and he is good. FX, Nama, these players who I hadn't seen play, who were names from Fumble or names from Tabletop. A lot of them have been good. It's just none of them are on Team England. So it just hasn't been fun. It's been less than fun because not only have I had to do this now, but also I've got a bunch of people I didn't know before who now don't like me either.
Well, you know what they say, Art. Strangers are just enemies you haven't made yet.
That's who you should risk 1 in 9 in with, your leader. Not the other guy just standing next to him. To get in a +2 foul on a team you won't need to foul to beat. And the thing is, El Pool Cookie might have a very good reason for being rubbish with these, right? I've talked about it with the other teams. Like, a lot of people are practicing with vampires right now. Okay, something's dead.
Speaking of good tabletop players that you respect, you rate PC tier 1?
Not including the last 2 weeks, yes.
Nice.
And that's the problem with the other players, right? I don't have a different frame of reference for the other players. I've seen PC play like 100 games when watching Blood Bowl 2 or whatever.
Right.
Haven't seen any of the others, so all I've got to go on is the.
Yeah,
and I've said that there's actually a difference, regardless of that. Like PC's play has been terrible for PC or for anyone, but he has set up against a blitz. His turn ordering has been like mostly correct. The basics are still there, even if his play choices were terrible for no reason.
Like, here's a good example. Why is that ball forward there? Because when this happens,
Yeah, people just bringing the ball to vampires will never stop being funny.
Right, like, why wouldn't it just be a square back?
Or just 5 squares back. Completely out of reach of, like, anyone. And now it's sacked.
Right.
just immediately sacked. Turn 1.
Clear. Right, like your ball gets sacked turn 1. You need to do some evaluation with your play.
Your ball gets sacked turn 1 against someone who played that first half. Yeah. Even they know how to sack you.
Opens with an ogre activation or block?
As a stand up.
Block?
No.
Oh, stand up. Okay. I was like, no way, right?
And now you got to risk another 1 in 9 pickup, which is the actual risk of this.
Yeah, of course.
Help me, an L pool. Who is the other L guy? I've forgotten.
Okay. And right back into... Wow. Come on, dude. Get the fuck out of town, man.
An amazing square to stand in. No
What are you
notes.
fucking shit right
There's
now?
literally no notes. What are you talking about, Saul?
It's one thing to stand in Chun's column when your opponent actually has to dive, which is what. But the thing is bad. When your opponent just rolls twos to sack you in Chun's column, you don't understand like the fucking basics, man. You can't just leave this shit on.
Oh, you can.
Or you can, yeah. I guess what do I know? I mean, the Vamps probably lose this game, and then it's another solid victory.
I'm betting money the Vamps lose this game. Like, despite them knowing how to sack the ball there, that was pretty simple, right? Like, it's just going to be
rolling twos and sacking the ball does not mean that the Vamp player knows what they're doing. It means that they're.
Wait, what? Oh,
Getting rid
okay.
of the
We're
dog.
hypnoing.
Yeah. It was worth it to come around wide with that vampire for sure to sack in. That way, when you get this pal, the ball can potentially go off sides. I would think. And again, whatever, man. The point is, look at what a fucking shitty situation this is.
Yeah, how is the ball has been sacked on turn 1 and turn 2.
And I know
For the most minimal of dice, for 2 twos in most cases.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's Vamps, but Vamps should need more than 2 twos to sack you.
Oh, worst possible block.
So, because I am afraid of vampires, I'm happy that I'm bringing over Union to Euro Bowl. I feel like... No. No! No!
That wasn't the blitz. This was the block.
Oh, I just can't see what the fuck's happening on Fumble. By the way, I hate Fumble.
Well, that's your own fault. You also still have like fucking 3-year-old icons on Blood Bowl 3, so no one's basing anything on what your choices are.
Awesome icons. Great icons for top level players.
All the best icons that good people have told me they're the best icons.
Anyhow, all the vampires died, so it was fine, actually.
Yeah, everything was fine. I don't know what the problem was. As it turns out now.
Twice for like a reroll, no problem. By the way, if I get sacked once in my fucking life, my drive is dead. Like I am now, it's just struggling to hold the 0-0. Never in my life do I recover from sacks. I don't know how everyone else seems to.
You'll enjoy my vamp game from earlier if you get bored. Oh, there we go. That's what you want. Another vampire off the pitch. It was one of those games that Gary on would love. I'm sad that he's not with us, and well, that made it sound like he was dead. I'm sad that he's not like, you know, part of this community or whatever anymore. Gary's favorite games of mine were always the ones where I just shouted at dice because he claimed that I played better when I was angry.
Rest in peace, Gary.
I know, it did make it sound like I killed him, right? And now I've added murder. It didn't sound like that at all. I meant killed him with my speech, not like just randomly murdered him. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's gone midnight. That's it now.
Are you on PC's crack supply?
Yeah.
I love PC. I hope he is being sincere about wanting to make like a power team for Worlds. That would be dope.
He's always sincere about that. He keeps trying to get me to join like weird teams, like Jim and his super team.
Art, Jim, if you guys had a chance to join PC's power team and we could win Worlds together, would you fucking do that with me?
I don't even know what Worlds is. What's Worlds?
It's like a 3,000
Oh,
coach.
you mean like the World Cup?
Yeah,
The team-based event.
yeah, it's huge. It's the largest thing in all of
Yes,
fucking Blood
I
Bowl.
bought a ticket for it once when it was in Austria.
So and we would legitimately have like, I mean, come on, you, me, Jim, PC. I mean, that is a fucking bang up lineup, man.
Jim's already got like a bang up team going on.
No, Jim. Jim, get off your mic.
I formed myself, PC, Davo, and K-Fog, and then I said, "So do you guys fancy bringing this team to the World Cup plus 2 more?" And then they weren't particularly enthusiastic about it, but maybe they will be after we win UKTC.
Why wouldn't they be? That is a team that fucking wins. Holy shit! So you're bringing me along, right? You getting your old buddy in there, aren't you?
Oh,
Do I have to win
course
the best of 19? Yeah, I don't, do I? That's right. You love me.
But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll see how UKTC goes. I don't know if I want to go to Worlds or not, no matter what the team is. Even if there were 5 K-Fogs to go with me, I don't know. I'm going to see what UKTC is like.
I think if we give 5 K-Fogs, I go, yeah. I think I save up, I sell my house, I go.
If we had a team of like, if I had a team of like me and 5K fools, I'd just stay home and send the 5K fools. Pretty certain I'd still win.
Yeah, just have a holiday. You can go and just have a holiday and not play any Blood Bowl.
Yeah, I'll just be on the beach and take a loss every round.
Just,
I think you still win 5-0-1 every round, right?
Art's always had that real quality min-max to him, you know what I mean? Like, he's just great at, like,
Why would I play Blood Bowl if I had 5K fools the rest of my team?
Brilliant. I'll give you that one. That's good. That's some smart shit right there, Artemis Black. Well done. Anyhow, yeah. Good job, the vampires. Good job, the Bretts. So, rule 1 for those at home when you're playing versus vampires is stand away from them so they can't just hypnogaze and sack you on turn 1 and then 2. Those are your 2 best plays. Then double screen through.
So if you're going to stand close to them because you don't have much choice about it, make sure all your players are just latticed around the ball carrier. It's really fucking annoying to get in with vampires. Like, you have to get in your own way and shit. And then even if they do make it through by using all of their vampires and sack the ball, then what happens next turn is the ball's on the floor and you get to punch 7 vampires in the cock.
Yep, you do that. You rinse and repeat that once or twice, and then you just walk it in. That's the goal. Also, screening with Mighty Blow, strength pieces, like anything annoying that they want to hypno, very useful, because then you get a Mighty Blow hit back when they hypno it. So, like, front and center on the Ogre, especially where they want to hypno. Anyways. Yeah, like, if I was Team England here, the only thing I would be focusing on, realistically. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, don't you just not try anything here?
I mean, the thing is, these are just next to useless for, like, Wolfing or whatever, aren't they? Because, like, again, I can't speak for him or anything, but you've got to assume that he's seen these players play.
Sorry,
you just got to assume that. Like, he didn't just pick them based on results or anything, right? He's bound to have seen them play, so he doesn't think they're crap. And so just watching them play people who are significantly lower skill level than them just doesn't seem like it's a worthwhile endeavor.
Hey, if you're trying to win this one, right, like you actually like you're playing Eurobowl, you don't run up field and then hope that you knock down that guy that you're pushing close to the end zone, right? All you do is run, like, come back and blitz him forward a square so that he can't be in scoring range, and now your opponent has no scoring threats, right?
Yes.
Or is there... Yeah.
You just remove a scoring threat and you've won. Yes.
Right. You remove his one scoring threat. You don't leave, like, because look, this is a sack, right? And then maybe that Thrall makes a hero, maybe there's an awful bounce, Thrall makes some hero dodges, and then throws to the Thrall that doesn't get knocked down, and then they fucking score on you, right? Why would you even leave that on the table? You for one push or better, even trading a both down with the carrier themselves if you feel like it, you just win the thing just by hitting that bottom singular scoring threat. So, like, everything else is stupid. You don't win more. By like winning 2-0, winning 1-0, the tiebreaker is far less relevant than like
There's
turning a
no
win into a
tiebreaker
draw.
as far as because it's not real competition. So the score doesn't matter at all, other than for pride, I guess. Some players have played for pride.
I don't. Okay.
I mean,
like
I would if I'm playing for pride, my pride would be hurt more if I lose because I do something stupid than
Right.
1-0 or 2-0, right?
Right. That's what I mean. Like you've already won. You have one threat. So handle that.
Not really, chicken. Like you can. So the problem with basing everyone with the vampires is you can't do that and create a good like lattice cage around the ball or meat cube around the ball. Like, where's the ball if you're doing that? Like, because it would be impossible. Like the vampires would just be standing in all the right squares where you can base them and still protect the ball. So like that almost never comes up. You have two ways usually to defend the ball against vampires. One, just keep it out of range. That's usually for agility or fast teams. Not necessarily agility teams. Humans can do it. Like, hybrid teams can do it with a fast player. Stay out of range. That's the most guaranteed one. Don't have the ball within range of a vampire. The second one, if you can't do that, if you're something like dwarves or whatever, is you just clump up around the ball. Dwarves and orcs just make a fucking clump. Makes it harder to hypnogaze people. Usually it's like 3s on some of them or whatever. And more importantly, you have to hypno so many fucking people to get at the ball that you don't have any real recovery. Like you probably used like 5 vampires to get at the ball. So, and they're usually not the blitzers. So you probably got a blitzer left over at the end who can't do shit without rolling a 3, isn't fast. So, like, not likely to get the ball away. The meat cube only fails with frenzy if you're also standing 1 square away from someone else. Like that just means you made a shit meat cube. Just meat cube 2 squares away and it's fine. So the ball's now on the ground, right? Let's assume that they did all of that. They did 5 hypnos. They've sacked the ball. The ball's on the ground in next to other players because obviously they couldn't hypno your entire team. They can't get the ball. So now it's your turn. And everyone who hypnoed someone is getting punched by an orc or a dwarf. That doesn't usually end well for vampires. So, like, they're in the same race that you are now. Like, how many of them are you going to stun or remove by punching them back? So now how many resources have they got to get the ball off you next turn? So just don't give them a breakaway sack. Like, vampires can sack the ball if it's in range every turn. There's virtually nothing you can do about it other than meat cubing or keeping it away. Any other time, they can sack the ball with, difficult dice, less difficult dice. They can always sack the ball if they're within range.
So fucking stupid.
So just make it difficult for them. Like, because that's the play, right? It sounds daft, as all just reacted to, but that's fine. Like, if you have to make them roll a fuck ton of dice, they're gonna fail some, and as long as they don't get the ball and break away with the ball, then you're still fighting them, right? You've basically set the trap of letting them sack the ball using all of their players.
It just pisses me off that the main game plan is to get sacked repeatedly.
It's not the main game plan. Some teams don't have a different game plan because they happen to be slow. And that's a good game plan for them. It's not a shitty game plan, is it? Like, you got 4 mighty blow dwarves punching armor 7 next turn, and the ball isn't out of range, then that's not a bad plan. Like, I'd swap that. You sack the ball and put it on the ground. I have an 89% chance of picking it back up, and I get 7 blocks, 4 of them are with mighty blow. Deal. I'll take that swap. And that's what the vamps have got to avoid, right? They've got to avoid that, thinking I can get at the ball and just like hypnoing everyone and sacking the ball and then going, now what? That's not even the case against vampires. That's the case against most teams. Vampire players just go all in for the sack and then like forget that unless they've got the ball now, that everyone they just hypnoed with is getting punched. All of the thralls they stood there to bite are getting punched. And like your entire team's getting kicked in the cock. And all you get for it is an 11%. If you're lucky, because they're punching you first. Like, maybe you don't even get the 11%. They could drop the ball, but before they did that, they stunned half your team. Like they're not like some kind of invulnerable fucking monster of a team. It's just they just play differently. There's a big they're the best skill gap team. There's a really big skill gap with them. They have a really high skill ceiling, possibly the highest skill ceiling, because they have even more choices in agility teams. But then also, like, you know, a really low skill ceiling of people just doing what I just said, just rolling all the dice every turn. And like by turn 3, they're out of re-rolls. They don't have the ball. And now every turn, they're also removing a thrall, like, as well as you. The biggest thing that makes them like a good team for NAF style is they have a good one turn. That's the biggest annoying thing about them. They have a good one turn. If you take the 6 vampire build and you put frenzy on one of the 2 blitzers, that's a good one turn. Movement, double movement 8 and a frenzy juggernaut piece, strength 4. And you can turn off like people's skills or whatever. Like, that's a really good fucking one turn. You stick a good one turn on, and that's what. If they didn't have a good one turn, if those 2 like runners were movement 6, same as everyone used to be, they wouldn't even be a tier 1 team, right? They even with the better hypno gears, but you throw in a one turn on top of the fact that they can do all of that, and you know they're the business. You got to take them. You got to have someone who's practiced on them. And like, you know, like I said, Elpool Cookie, that might have been his first game with vampires, might have been his 50th game with vampires. I don't know. I don't care. He's not on Team England. But other teams are practicing. Like Team Wales have got someone practicing. Team Scotland have got someone literally played their first game of vampires in their current like version of this. Like, so I gave him a lot of leeway, right? He's learning on like as he goes. He's got like 5 months to get better at it. Who cares? Like, that's more than enough time to get used to him. I think they're a very interesting team, and I think they can do stuff. And I think they are the racial version of Frenzy. Like they're a skill differential multiplier. The better you are than your opponent, the better vampires get, like more exponentially than other teams. And based on watching a lot of these games, if you're good and you take vampires, that's going to be such a big bonus. I think that Purple Goose sentence about Woodies applies to vampires. No serious team is going to show up without vampires, or should show up without vampires. That to me is a great thing, Chicken. It's why I like the multiple rerolls in a turn. Anything that changed the Blood Bowl that gives an advantage to the better player, it should be encouraged.
I think we do have a vamp player, Art. Yeah, now that you mention it, I think Jay Leave is playing vamps.
Oh, okay. I mean, sure.
I actually like them for him. Yeah, I think that's a good pick for Jay Leave. He's got like a dicier style to begin with, and I think that'd be a solid like racial matchup. So,
and he's got 5 months to get better. So
that was like the most positive thing you've said in a while. I'm just shocked.
I've said it about loads of people. That's legitimately true, isn't it? He's got everyone's got 5 months. Like
5 months is a long time in Blood Bowl too.
It's fucking loads. You can get hundreds of games in if you want to play.
You can get like fucking sharp in like a month and a half, not even.
Do you know how many games it takes to learn how to set up against a blitz? None. And you've got 5 months worth of none games.
If the world's taught me anything, thousands. But yeah, sure. It's just become.
Did I end this video? Is all of this going in the VOD? I can't remember if I just said see you next time or whatever.
It doesn't matter if you did or didn't. Just in the video before all this shit. Nobody wants
to
see
you next Tuesday.
Oh man, that's gonna have to be my send off. I'm gonna have to steal it. To be fair, I do say see you next time on purpose, but like I didn't know if anyone was gonna get it.
Artemis Black.
But like,
to
see
Triple
you next Tuesday makes it more obvious, doesn't it? I don't know why I just didn't just say see you next Tuesday.
Mm.